Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are better. Let's start our today lesson. Lesson 5, chapter 5, page 230. What is climate? As you know guys, we already finished lesson 3, chapter 5. What is weather? If you remember together, weather is the state of the atmosphere including its temperature, wind speed and wind direction, air pressure, moisture, amount of rain or snow, and the other factors. Let's start today's lesson. What is climate? Lesson objective. In the end of this lesson, you should know that different climate zones have specific characteristics. Lesson components. This lesson involves two main points. Number one, what are the differences between the weather and the climate? Number two, what are the factors that affect the climate? Let's start the first point today. What are the differences between the weather and the climate? I said that weather is the state of the atmosphere including temperature, wind speed, wind direction, and the other factors. What is climate? Climate describes the weather conditions over a long time, at least the 30 years. So climate is different than weather. Weather talk about a short time, maybe 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, but climate talking about long time, at least 30 years. So climate includes things such as the average amount of precipitation, the average temperature, and how much the temperature changes during the year. Climate don't change as much as the daily weather does, so it needs a long time for a change. Observe this picture please. This tree called sequoia. Sequoias are able to live for thousands of years because the climate remains nearly steady where they grow. No change in climate, no change quickly. So it can live for a long time. Let's answer question number 1. How do you know this is a good climate for giant sequoias? Think for a while. We finished it now. Do you remember guys? Yes, because they are able to live for a long time. The second point today is factors that affect climate, page 232. Factors that affect climate include 3 things. Number 1, latitude. Number 2, elevation. Number 3, closeness to the large bodies of water. Let's start with the first factor today, latitude. What is latitude? Latitude is a measure of how far a place is from the equator. Do you remember equator guys? Equator is a line cut the earth for 2 parts, north and south. It is in the middle. Latitude is measured in degrees, starting at 0 at the equator and with 90 in the polar zone in the north and the south. Energy from the sun hits Earth's surface more directly at the equator, so it is the warmest. An area near to the equator is usually hotter than places farther away. There are 3 major zones of climate according to latitude. Number 1, tropical zone. Number 2, temperate zone. Number 3, polar zone. Let's start with the first one, tropical zone. Tropical zone at the middle of the Earth. It's between 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south. The sun's energy hits most directly all year. The tropical zone is usually warm. The second one, temperate zone. Temperate zone extends between 23.5 north to 66.5 north. Also 23.5 south to 66.5 degrees south. Energy from sun is more direct during the summer, causing the temperature to be higher. The sun's energy is less directly in the winter, which causes winter to be cold. Number 3, polar zone. Polar zone starts from 66.5 degrees north to the polar point 90 degrees north and between 66.5 degrees south to 90 degrees south. This region always cold. Most of the United States is in the temperate zone. Let's answer question number 2. Why are the polar regions usually cold? Think for a while, guys. Yes, the sun's energy is less direct in the winter, which causes winters to be cold. You can underline one statement that supports your answer in the end of the last paragraph. Now, let's answer question number 3. Describe. Write 2 words to describe each climate zone. Up, polar zone. Think for a while. Do you think? What is the conditions of this area? Yes, it is cold, icy, always. Second, temperate zone. It's always hot, it's always cold, or changing. Yes, it is changing or mild. The third, tropical zone. Wow, it is always hot, it is warm and sunny. Now, let's answer question number 4. Justify. Deciduous trees have leaves that fall off during some seasons. Might you find deciduous trees in the tropical zone? Why? Think for a while, guys. He asks you about the plant or the tree called deciduous. Its leaves fall off. Do you think this plant or these trees grow in tropical zone? Yes, it's not grow in tropical zone because tropical zone is so hot. There is no changing in temperature, no winter, no summer, no fall for the leaves, no growing it again. So the answer is no. The temperature doesn't change much in tropical zone. Thanks for watching, my sons. See you in the next video. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.